If you feel like your clothes are wearing you or that your clothes are not flattering, you didn't choose the wrong outfit. You just broke a volume balancing rule, the big slim rule. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to architect your silhouette so your looks never look frumpy or dated again. Most people think that wearing big clothes hides their body, but it actually makes them look shorter and wider. Or that wearing tight clothes will be flattering or make them look smaller. But then it has the opposite effect and they wonder why. Many women assume that loose equals size or that tight equals smaller, when in reality, it's the opposite when you understand silhouettes. By the end of this video, fully understand the big slim rule. I'm going to give you the exact formulas to make getting dressed easier and save you time because you'll be actually choosing an outfit that works for you. And stay on to the end because I'm revealing the double volume paradox. It's the only way to wear baggy on baggy and still look high end. I'm also going to be covering common style mistakes that you're going to want to avoid. My name is Iraisa. Welcome to Silhouette Styling. I post weekly videos breaking down fashion logic in a way that actually makes getting dressed easier, and today, this is a masterclass. If you want more tips like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and become part of the Silhouette Squad. And finally, master your silhouette. Before we touch an outfit, we need to get clear on one thing. In fashion, volume does not mean size, it means visual space. Volume is created by anything that takes up room around the body. Oversized silhouettes, wide legs, boxy shapes, puff sleeves, chunky knits, stiff fabrics. All of these add volume. Slim elements do the opposite. And slim doesn't have to mean tight. It can just mean structure or tucked. Slim elements visually pull the eye closer to the body. Tailored pants, fitted tops, tucks, cropped lengths, defined silhouettes, and soft, drapey fabrics. Your eye needs contrast to understand shape. When everything is big, the eye gets lost. When everything is tight, the outfit feels stiff or dated. Volume balancing is simply the act of creating contrast so your silhouette can still read as intentional. This is the logic stylists use to make even dramatic pieces still honor the human frame. The big slim rule is exactly what it sounds like. If one part of your outfit is big or voluminous, another part needs to be slim or structured. Big on top, slim on the bottom. Big on bottom, slim on the top. That's it. This rule exists because the human eye looks for anchor points, places where you can understand where your body actually is. Without those anchors, your outfit becomes a floating shape, not a silhouette. And once you understand this, getting dressed becomes dramatically easier. This is actually why my personal go-to uniform is slim on top and wide on the bottom, although not today. And it's not random, it's not my body type, it's because that combination creates instant balance, structure, and ease, especially for everyday outfits. Today, we're not just putting on clothes, we're architecting a look. In the first Silhouette Foundations video, we talked about the third piece rule, how adding structure or intention finishes an outfit. This is the next layer. The third piece helps an outfit feel complete, but volume balancing determines whether that finished outfit actually works on your body. So if you've ever added a blazer or a jacket and still felt like something was off, it's usually because the volume underneath wasn't balanced yet. Think of it like this. The third piece finishes the outfit, the big slim rule shapes the silhouette. If you haven't watched that first video yet, I'll link it for you because these rules build on each other. Here's a very common mistake. I'm wearing a voluminous top and a voluminous bottom. Everything fits, the individual pieces are good, but notice what happens to my shape. This is double volume. There's no contrast, so the eye has nowhere to land. The outfit feels heavier than what it needs to, and my silhouette disappears. I actually look shorter and wider than what I am. Without contrast, you become a block of fabric, not a silhouette. Now watch the fix. The top stays big, the bottom goes slim. Immediately, the oversized knit looks intentional, not overwhelming. The volume becomes a statement, not the problem. By keeping the big knit but introducing a slim bottom, we've created a clear silhouette. This is big slim working exactly as it's supposed to. The reverse is also true. When the volume is on the bottom, the top creates a shapeless column. This is where most people struggle with wide leg pants. Here, the volume is on the bottom, but the top is also big. Again, double volume. Now watch what happens when we apply the rule. The pants stay wide, the top becomes slim or defined. Now, the pants look intentional and not bulky. The top gives the eye structure, the bottom becomes the hero. This is the big slim rule in its purest form. The volume of the pants becomes a statement, while the slim top serves as the architecture that defines the frame. This is how you wear those dramatic pieces without looking overwhelmed. And this is why slim on top and wide on the bottom works so consistently, and white's my default uniform. Now here's where this gets more advanced. And here's the part that most people miss. You can actually wear big on big if you understand definition points. Definition points are the narrowest parts of the body that help the eye to understand proportion. Your wrists, waist, neckline, ankles. If you want to wear oversized pieces together, you must reveal at least one of these. If you want to wear the oversized blazer or the knit and the wide leg pants, you have to find a way to show the wrist, the neck, or the waist. And for the waist, it can be something as simple as tucking in the top. In a big on big look, the moment you show a wrist or a bit of the neck, you have introduced a slim element. The moment I show a wrist or define the waist, the silhouette snaps back into focus. Professional stylists don't eliminate volume, they control it. And so can you. So let's apply this to everyday life. Running errands in wide jeans, go slimmer on the top. Oversized cozy sweater day, keep the bottom clean and fitted. Flowy skirt for brunch or church, anchor it with structure on the top. Once you understand volume, you stop guessing and you start choosing. Now here are some things to remember. Fabric weight matters. Stiff fabric like heavy denim, it adds more volume. Soft drapey fabrics like silk adds movement. And if you're doing big on big, make sure at least one of the fabrics has that movement. Shoes count. A chunky boot or a sneaker adds volume. A slim heel or pointed toe adds structure. Always count your shoes as part of your big or slim calculation. The length matters. Cropped and cuffed pieces often act as a slim element without feeling tight. Always ask yourself one question: where is the contrast? Now here are some slim piece mistakes that you want to avoid. When choosing slim clothing pieces, don't choose pieces that are too tight. These tend to cling to every compression point of your body. It interrupts the vertical line and it creates visual tension instead of flow. What actually elongates the body is controlled structure and proportion balance, not compression. Modern styling is all about proportion play, structure, and intentional volume. If you're not used to oversized pieces and structured tailoring, it can feel unfamiliar if you haven't worn it much. But trust me, true elegance usually comes from fabric drape, strategic tailoring, intentional negative space, and clean lines, not from squeeze. The issue is not fitted pieces, it's wearing everything tight at once, with no architectural contrast. Remember, style lives in contrast. Volume balancing is the foundation of a strong silhouette. It's the key to confidence in your closet. Once you understand the big slim rule, you stop being afraid of oversized pieces and you start using them as tools. Getting dressed becomes faster, easier, and more intuitive. If this deep dive helped you, hit subscribe and join the Silhouette Squad. This is where we break down fashion logic every week together, so getting dressed actually feels easy. If you want this to click even more, watch the first Silhouette Foundations playlist video next. That's where we break down the third piece rule and learn how to help an outfit actually look finished. It's linked right here. Drop a comment below. Do you usually dress big on top or big on the bottom? I'm Iraisa, and I'll see you in the next lesson of silhouette styling.